are here on NFL Daily with two of my favorite running backs in the league who just happen to be the best running back duo in the league, here with Bounty, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. And I got to say, even before we started, you're a vibe. You're like beatboxing together. You're helping each other out. You're teammates all the time.
Nah, for sure. This is my dog, my brother. Anything that means in close quarters, this is my homie. So just being able to, have somebody like that, and I think it's special, and I'm grateful.
Question separately for each of you. You spent a lot of time with each other this year. You spent a lot of time with each other on Radio Row. I know you guys are so busy doing the circuit this entire day with Bounty. Is there anything you didn't know about each other that now you know, or you're going to sort of file away and maybe a moment that you shared together that you had to be, okay, now I know that about this guy now?
Yeah, to be honest, when I first met Jahmyr, I didn't know like his story, and I met his parents, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. He sat down and told me about it, and I just appreciate it and respect him so much more for the things that he's been through, to be able to be like in the position he is, to be who he is. It's definitely like, it's a beautiful thing to see.
Jahmyr, we saw you really help him out. We're not going to say how. We saw you really help him out before the show. You guys,
tell him.
You guys can tell the
tell
story. You can tell the story. We witnessed it. It was a wholesome moment.
Let me tell him. Well, Jahmyr had a booger, and I had to get it out.
No. He had a booger, and I was helping him.
This is what happens when you let him tell the story.
Yeah, I do that again.
Me and Gregg do this all the time. Like,
I'm not doing that again.
we'll reframe it.
What have you learned from David? How about, or maybe his running style, or as a pro, like what have you learned from him?
He's gonna like this, Dion's a bigger guy,
Sure.
But he moves extremely well. So when I first seen him move, make a juke, I was like, this is quick.
I like the face that you just made. That was some skepticism right there. Yeah.
And then 235,
230,
240 some days.
Whoa, glaze.
But yeah, as more, the more I'm, with him, it's more of a, I expect him to do this now. So,
Bro, can you stop hitting me with your knee?
Oh, sorry. I have to move around.
You're better at making people miss in the hole.
He just want to touch me, bro.
I can't be still. I'm sorry.
Come on, bro.
I have to ask, so when you guys all through this year, when plays come in, when you guys are installing game plans and stuff, was there anything that surprised you? Because I feel like after a certain number, we had so much fun watching the Lions this year, because it just was any given day, you'd see some stuff that you just didn't believe was still going to be pulled back from, 1970s football, or they would do some Ben Johnson would do some formations where you'd be like, wait, is that the wing T? What's going on? And he would do little trickerations out of it. Is there ever, how did you discuss those things? Was there anything that ever surprised you guys?
There wasn't really no discussion. It was like,
we're doing this.
Yeah, he would just show a video, and he was like, y'all like it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, we're doing it. We just,
even if we didn't like it, we were still.
Yeah, we're still doing it. And then we just practice, then we would go one-on-ones. We see if it works on them. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't, but we were still running the game regardless. So.
How did you guys decide that Jahmyr got to be Sonic and you were Knuckles?
It's pretty evident.
Is it? I don't know.
Bro, he runs like a 4.3, dog. I ran like a 4.5, 4.6.
But it's like Knuckles known as slower? I don't know.
Well, Knuckles is fast also, but that people don't know. Most hedgehogs are fast.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know that they were separate.
Yeah, but he's known for his speed and his quickness, his swiftness. But Knuckles is also fast too, and he hit hard too.
And he hits, and that's the thing. Knuckles, you hear it in the name. It's physicality, it's force, and
sure.
I know that you take a special relish in playing that kind of football. I know you like to run down people.
Nah, for sure, for sure. I think for me, I do appreciate my running style, being able to run people over, but it's kind of like Josh said too. I can move too.
Yeah.
He's gonna like that.
I can really I done dropped a couple people mixing them, but they don't get a lot of credit just because of the
he's
name
240.
Knuckles,
I was just
Cut that.
He said because he's 240.
Delays again, number 2. He's making donuts over here.
Now you know who you remind me of a little bit sometimes in terms of making people miss in a small hole, but a physical, but a bigger guy. Frank Gore.
I'm with that. I can work with Frank. Yeah,
or
sure.
Well, who did you not want to
say it? Say it.
I don't know.
Say it.
Don't say nothing, because
what's this? Earl Campbell.
Earl Campbell. I don't know.
What?
He's just big.
Yeah, what's
I don't know.
What's the next
but I
question?
don't re-
He's
I don't-
thinking of the largest
really know.
people. He's
Like, bro, he just wanna be
I
funny,
see your
bro.
face. I see what you're doing. I have
I'm
a good
trolling.
view of like
King,
what you're
King
doing.
Troll.
Refrigerator
Yeah.
Perry or something? Like, who are you trying to come
That's
up
crazy work, fool.
I was gonna say that, but that's too much.
with? That was a joke. That was a bad joke.
Wait till we get off this.
I feel bad. I feel bad about that joke, but I actually want to make an apology.
Oh yes, you need to. I know what you're doing.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I am aware.
You guys are the subject of the worst tweet I ever had. And Lions fans have never let me forget it.
Rightfully so,
I'm
by
taking
the
this
way.
time meeting you guys for the first time. The worst tweet I ever had was after they drafted Jahmyr, I said the difference between Gibbs and Montgomery and their old crew, Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift, was not that big. And it was partly because I like those two players. They're not bad players. I thought they were good. But I gotta take a big L. And the reason I know I tweeted that is because every time one of you guys scores a touchdown, one of your Lions fans comes at me with that tweet, just saying how wrong I was. So can you tell them to get off my back? Like we've
Nah,
been
I like
saying
that.
how great you
Nah,
are for a couple
sure.
Don't-
years.
I think you need to eat that for a lot longer.
I am.
I think they should stay on you. I
Yeah,
like it.
Yes.
because you were wrong.
But I'm apologizing. We all make mistakes. You've had negative plays. You guys have probably had
Yeah,
a
but
fumble or two.
apologies don't erase time.
I fumbled that
I never
tweet.
had that. That was good.
And that
You
was
know
a
what I
nice
did
thing.
not do though? I did not delete it. It's still out there.
Yeah.
So every
you
time
standing on
Once
it.
you delete it,
Standing
once
on
you delete it, I'll talk to like management.
Yeah, so I have like constant secondhand shame for this because it does come up often, and I have to say, hey.
Did you agree?
Yeah.
No, God,
Oh.
no.
Did you like the tweet?
I mean,
No.
it took me like 2 weeks to be
And-
like, oh man, I messed this
and-
up. I messed this up.
But you know what? Credit to you. Like, I'm not mad at you at all. Like, you don't understand. Like, when
Disappointed.
Jahmyr got drafted, everything that he took, I took, and it took a while for us to put like the horse blinders on of how much they hated us without even knowing us. Like,
That's crazy.
but it was okay. Like, we appreciated that. So every time that we had an opportunity to showcase what we were capable of doing it together, we had so much more gratitude and appreciation.
you felt that too? You felt that?
It's just like, damn.
Oh,
That's
I'm
crazy.
sorry to hear that.
I mean, it didn't hurt my feelings.
They
I'm
didn't.
saying.
No.
Like,
I just
I mean,
seen
I'm
it.
feeling it. I'm like, oh
I've
my
been seeing
God,
it. I was
that's
like,
horrible.
damn,
Like,
y'all mess with me.
like, y'all hate us?
I was like, whatever. Oh,
It's
okay.
just so cool though because we were talking right before when you were dealing with your Kleenex situation,
Oh, you talking about Jahmyr Boogie?
Nah, see, it's his, bro.
and we were just saying, you guys play with such joy. There's force, there's physicality, there's like elite vision, there's speed, there's all the moves, and it just works so perfectly, especially behind that O-line. I know you guys love those guys so much,
Definitely.
Yep.
but there's like this joy too, and there's like this free. You guys just play so free,
Yeah.
but so controlled at the same time. I mean, and to do that as a tandem too, where you're lifting each other up. I mean, I know we troll and all of that, but like you're lifting each other up. I love that, and
For
I
sure.
kind of want to know like where that comes from. Why is it so? You just fell into step like immediately with each other.
Yeah, I think, we're both pretty selfless humans. I mean, I come from a real rough,
Yeah.
background, and when I was a kid, I didn't have anything. I kind of alluded to Jahmyr's story. He had a tough upbringing also. So, like, for me, I can speak for myself personally. When you're not used to having things, when you do get things, like, you show so much more gratitude and appreciation for it. So, like, me being able to, like, have somebody like Jahmyr and me to be in a position to where I'm in the NFL and I'm on a team that's really good. Like, when I was a kid, it was just a dream. It was merely a dream. It was merely a thought that I didn't have no pathway or no, like, rhyme or reason of how I knew I was going to get there, but it was a dream. But I got an opportunity to be placed in this position. Yahshua being who Yahshua is for me and blessing me with such a, amazing person. I think it makes my job so much easier. It makes me want to come to work to be like the best version of myself because I know what he went through and I know what I went through. And it's like, you got to show some kind of appreciation to your life for the thing that you've been through when you get to a place where you can showcase who you are and how you can help.
That's beautiful, and I think you found the right coach.
He's a good talker.
You can't even
Organization.
troll. You
He
can't
isn't.
even troll. It was so beautiful. Yeah.
More credit. You're saying David's a good talker. But before you go, tell us what you're doing here this week with Bounty.
Let me go?
This is
Oh,
you, Jahmyr.
yeah,
Come
go
on,
ahead.
you got to step up.
I'm gonna add in there.
So me and Jahmyr recently partnered with Bounty, obviously. If you guys ever have a mess,
Okay.
to go to Bounty.
Oh, there
And
you go.
another thing that you you can't have football without wings.
You can't have wings without bounty.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that I mean.
There you go.
Question, like, what if I am the mess? Is Bounty going to fix that, do we think? Can
Bounty
yeah.
actually picked up a lot of my messages too outside of
Oh,
sessions.
all right.
Yeah, don't
All
worry,
right.
don't worry.
We'll
that
talk
shirt.
offline. We'll
Uh,
talk offline.
The best duo in the league, and yes, the key to my son Walker's juggernaut fantasy team. Both these running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
I
having me.
appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Thank you.